Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Most women are only expressing a half truth when they say they want a man with money. Notice I said mostly because, like I said, this is an art, not a science, right? But most women, because I'm going to tell you what, they're only expressing a half truth because there's always something major that they're not talking about. I'll get to that in a second. But you know, it's how you get some women, they get online, they say they want a man who want $500,000 and all of that. And there was a reel I saw yesterday. I should have saved it. It was this woman talking about she tired of that struggle love. It's all right for women to go up, want a man with money. Okay, and we see all that, right? But then they're expressing a half truth. And, you know, I remember when I was on a panel on Facebook. It was on Facebook. I think it was on YouTube too, but it was, you know, lady creator. She's cool. But these women were complaining about these men who had bad credit, didn't have money and stuff. You had to carry them. And Rom being Rom, I called him out on it. I said, no, there's plenty of men who got great credit. There's plenty of men who got money in something. But let's be real. You ain't attracted to them. You ain't sexually attracted. Look, women are not honest about most women. You get some women, they'll tell you straight up that's all they want is the money, the serious gold diggers. But you get these women complaining, like, especially in my opinion, lower class women. They ain't upper middle class or upper class women. And they be complaining about the men and stuff, saying, well, the man don't got this, the man don't got that, and everything. You be messing with the broke dudes, but they having sex with the broke dudes. They get with those men. They know the men didn't have money when they met him. But see, they complain and stuff, you know, after the man dog them out, but then they try to turn it around like, oh, well, you know, I don't want that. No, that guy dogs you out or the sex got old. Because that's what it is really just the sex, sexual attraction. See, the problem is they'll say half of what they want. And not just with money, other traits. You ask a woman publicly what they want in a man, they always talk about, you know, certain traits. Oh, good guy and everything. But they never say they want him to be sexually attractive. The closest they come is when they express height. The closest they come is because the height thing, that's more of a sexual thing. That's more of a sexual thing. More than anything else. Because the height thing don't say anything about a man's character. You notice women, they'll talk about women, when they looking at a man, they always expressing their sexual desire. If you listen to them good. Like you get women talking about height. That's more of a sexual thing. You know? That's more of a sexual thing. Or the money thing. There's plenty of guys with money. There's plenty of guys. Who do you think the women who get these guys tricking on them? In fact, some of those same women get some guys tricking on them. But they say they want a man with money, yet they got several men like paying for shit for them. You know? They'll say that. But then act like, oh, they ain't exist. No, what they should fully say is there's a lack of men, or they not attracted to the men, sexually attracted to the men who have money or the traits they say they want. Because I remember a long time ago, I wrote it was an article, real old, and I said, what about me? And I was speaking in the voice of a man who did everything good for a woman, but was passed over. Look, a woman is only going to pass over a man or put a man like in her strict friend zone, like she'll never have sex with him because she's not sexually attracted. Like the woman will. Now, a man can put her in the friend zone, and it's not a bad thing to do so. You know, it ain't a bad thing. But let's be real, a lot of men get put in the friend zone. They can't figure out why. You know, they got everything, and the woman will complain to them. They say, well, I want a man with money. The man sitting there thinking, well, I got money. They want a man who listens to a certain type of classical music. They be like, I listen to classical music. Seriously, if you talk to any woman, they got most women got plenty of guys hitting on them, unless they just totally jacked up. And sometimes even they got plenty of guys The jacked up ones got plenty of men hitting on them. That's the thing. That's like a constant thing. But they not sexually attracted. Like on those balloon pop shows, those women be popping the balloons as soon as the guy walk out. And then even when they reject them later on, and they be asked why they reject him. Oh, well, it was his shoes. Oh, yeah, he's handsome. But, I don't like his clothes. It's like, look, they should just say, no. They reject him because he ain't make their vaginas tingle. See, they not honest about what they really want. See, they ain't talking about the sex publicly. I remember I did and I mentioned this before, this seminar I did. There's a bunch of women there. This was live. They could go in on me right then, And I thought it was going to be a deep conversation because we were talking about Mr. Goodbar. That's a guy who got that sex appeal women like, right? And I thought it was going to be rough, but it was only like, because it was that one woman I had mentioned before, because I had talked about this. This will stick in my memory. Talking about women didn't do that. They didn't get a guy just for sex. And then outside say, well, damn right. This particular woman said she had a muscular young boy. But she said what it was, women didn't want to look a certain way in front of the men who were there. But you're not going to get with most of them anyway. Because it was 3 women who really spoke up. It was that one I was arguing with. One was a friend of mine who had been a Jet Beauty of the Week. She had been in a magazine. She was really beautiful, but me and her were cool. And she was smiling the whole time. She was just, I could tell, she was giving me some pushback, but she was smiling the whole time. Because she said the other women weren't saying anything. And then one woman said, well, damn, One woman just admitted to it. She just said, well, I'll get a guy just for sex. I miss Goodbar. I was like, shit. She was like, she get a guy just for sex. She had no problems admitting to it. But for the most part, they were quiet. And see, like, even these women talking about, well, I want a man making half $500,000, all this money. I was like, there's some men like that. Or they complaining. I get with all these broke dudes. That's because the women like the guys dang-a-lang. Shit. It ain't that deep. They be all on this bullshit and stuff. I'm like, they need to stop all that shit. They need to stop all that shit. That's the thing. They ain't admitting to it. Hey, look, I got to stop off someplace real quick now. Well, it's going to be a second for y'all. It's going to be... like, I don't know. Hopefully I can just get in and out. But anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Just wait a second. Let me park this car. Yeah, hold up. Let me get up in here. Yeah, I gotta stop. I gotta do something. I'm still got... I gotta just stop off real quick. I'll get back with y'all. It'll be a second for y'all. Like I said, a minute, probably a few minutes for me. All right, hold on. All right, y'all. Rom's back. Like I said, a second for y'all, man. I was in there for about 20 minutes. It's medical, man. I'm gonna tell you what, man. One of the things they doing, because y'all know I had the stroke, with the medical that I pay per month, they checking everything. They checking everything because they need to see why I had the stroke. So, gotta have something like a scan done on Monday on something that's I'll tell you what it is, on my adrenals. Because I do be people don't know I can get a little hotter. So, than the average person. So, anyway, right? Getting back to the main subject. One thing, I don't give a shit what women say or do. When they evaluating a man, there's always a sexual component. Always. Ain't no exceptions to it. Even when they look for, even the gold diggers, they'll look at the man first and be like, okay, all right, is he sexy? Can he get it? Okay, he can't do that. All right, how much money is he making? It's really that pattern. How much money is he making? And does he look like he'll trick it off on me? And those are extreme gold diggers. But then most women, they want the D. Like when you see those balloon pop shows and they popping the balloons before they even said something, and that's like multiple people. I've seen multiple clips. You know, basically the balloon pop shows should be called "Can He Get It or Not?" Because you notice when it's like the women walking in front of men are at least wait. I'm gonna tell you what, on many levels, men are more mental. Men are more mental. When they looking at a woman, they ain't just on her physicality, but also on, you know, is she cooperative, her personality, everything. And there's even deeper levels than that. I ain't gonna go over that. And giving a deeper level of game without pay. There's deeper levels to that. But that's how a man checking out a woman and stuff. We'll look at different shit. Women, they look at different shit, but all of it goes down to one question. Can he get it? Because like on those balloon pop shows, they be showing the woman rejecting the man and shit, right? And some of them would say straight up height. Like when women talk about height, that's the only time that a particular woman's being honest. But that's a sexual thing. What that mean as far as whether or not he got money or something, or even these women who fucking with bums. I look every single woman and say she fuck with a bum or some low life and say you knew he ain't have a job when you met him. You knew all that, but you wanted that D. Shoot, some women to get that low life, you know, it might be a control thing. Also, they might want to try to change him and shit. But the main reason is the D. In fact, when I talk about select and non-select, it means generally, it really does mean the sex thing. It's a sexual hierarchy. If a man is considered select by many women who see him, that means he's just sexually appealing. You know, and then the money is a secondary concern. And, you know, you get some women, of course, who will take the money, but they still, the first cut is always sex. First cut is always sex. And with the money thing, the woman first got to be like that gold digger type. And second, you know, the guy got to, you know, seem like that, come across as that type who's going to spend his money on it. That's why men shouldn't lead with their wallets and shit. Because if a woman want to fuck you, she going to still fuck you. Because even those women talking about it, but they ain't dealing with no broke men. I would strongly suggest that money man she's dealing with double back home. That's a my bad situation in the making right there. Because what you'll get with some women, they'll get the man who got money, resources, whatever. You know, he look good to everybody. But she still fucking that man on the side. In fact, I would just say this. Paternity testing should be mandatory. You notice women, whenever you bring up paternity testing being mandatory, a lot of women don't like to hear that. They be getting mad. They be like, we don't need that. I was like, yeah, you do. Why you getting mad? If that's his baby, it shouldn't be a problem. I want y'all to think about that. Just think about that paternity testing thing just real quick. Just think about it. Women know if the man is getting the test, they shouldn't even have a problem with mandatory testing if it's the man's baby. They shouldn't have a problem with it. Like, it's baby. Okay, you can check. Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Shit, the woman might say, look, this your baby. We had a paternity test. Here, surprise, this is yours. But you get some women, they complain. What they complain for? That's because it might not be his. Yeah, shit, I could probably do a whole channel, whole videos and stuff on women cheating. And no, don't ask about it. Just understand they cheat. Rom's talking about a lot of stuff. But they got some sons, you know? But it still come down to the sex thing. If you understand that's the first thing a woman looking for, it even looks in the sense of biology, because a dude could have a handsome face. He can have a handsome face, but does he look like he can fuck? Or if he giving that impression, you're going to tear it up in the bedroom. Because even when women get with like some, they call them a Pookie or Ray Ray or something, because they can fuck. That's the thing. That's what women looking for. Oh shit, hold on. I got to go this way and something. I'm thinking something different. But that's very important. I'm gonna tell you what, though. I'm gonna tell you what. Understand? Like when women say, "Well, I want him to be this or that," just ask them straight up. Just straight up ask them and say, "Well, hold up. There's plenty of men with money. How come you don't want to fuck with them? How come many nice guys got money, resources? You got guys out there got homes, and shit. They got homes. They got money. They got the car. They got all that shit. They got it right there. What the women tripping over? You know, what is the woman tripping over? The man got it. If they really want a man with money, there's plenty out there who got it. But does the man make their damn vagina tingle? That's what it come down to. That's what it come down to. God damn, girl. Oh, shit. I see you, girl. Oh, she pregnant. I guess so. Shit. She had a fat ass on. Dude, that man's pullout game was weak. Oh, man. Shit. But seriously, fellas, always know that. I don't give a fuck what a woman say publicly. I be just rolling my eyes and shit. They always say, well, he gotta have money, he gotta have this, he gotta have that, or you know, he gotta have these traits, he gotta be ambitious and all of that. You got men who are all those things, but if they look at that motherfucker and their vagina don't tingle, they ain't gonna fuck with him. Or if they do fuck with him, they using them. I'm gonna tell you what, and I said this before in the video, don't mess with a woman who don't lust you. Seriously, if she ain't showing no lust and shit, fuck her. Seriously. I mean that. Seriously, don't even bother and shit. Don't even bother with that type of woman. You know? But anyway, though, this ain't have to be a quick one and stuff. This is just some basic knowledge, some game knowledge and shit, man. You don't, look, I don't care. Look at all these videos and shit. Look at those balloon pop videos. What these women be saying. And they'll get, you know, it cracks me up because they'll be on these panels and shit. Sounding all important. Well, he needs this. Or he has this problem. That's like, there's a guy out there. Because remember, a third of my consultations are with women who are with women. And I'll ask them straight up about the men. And they be getting plenty of attention. But they find something little. And some women, I just straight up, I just say to them straight up, I say, you ain't turned on by him sexually. And they be like, yeah, how you know, bro? That's the thing. That's the thing. Because once, I'm going to tell you what, once we had, any real discussions between men and women, any real coming back to the table, whatever the fuck, you got to discuss that shit. You got to discuss that shit. Because if a woman turned on by a man, he don't have to have much beyond that. Unless they talking long term. Now, that's a problem with some women. Like, you even get some women, they'll marry, like, that safe guy and still keep that other guy on the side. And they probably sucked his dick before the ceremony. Oh, it's that deep. It's that deep. Shit. It's that deep. They want that man who turns them on sexually. Especially now more than ever. That's all this other stuff, all these complaints, that's all. But see, here's the issue. With any woman, there's only going to be a small percentage of men that she considers sexually appealing. Seriously, that's really what it comes down to. If they want to fuck a guy, you know, they going to fuck him. That's really that simple. They talking about money, he can be a broke ass motherfucker. They don't care. If they get the tingle, they'll sponsor his ass. They'll sponsor his ass. They'll be the sponsor. He'll be getting money out of him. Shit, they be paying for clothes and shit. He'll reverse the game. That's why I really, even when I talk about body game, that's more about getting that body that a woman wants to have sex with. Because that's the main reason a woman's turned on sexually. The body is the key. Now you get some motherfuckers think it's the face and shit. You notice these are dudes who ain't getting none. You notice that. Now if she want to be out in public with you or something like that, now that's a little different. But even then, there's been many a dude, you know, take a woman on a date, right? And drop her off at some place, but you know, he just a cousin, or they walking along, right? She be with the other guy. Her main man said, hold up, nah. She'll whisper to the guy, say, play like you my cousin. And then he'd be like, yeah, this my cousin. Seriously, once you understand the sex thing and then everything else, seriously. Like if a woman hit me up and she's more focused on how much money I'm making or something, I'm like, oh, okay, I just don't turn her on sexually. She's just looking for that second move. Because usually it come down to, the first thing is like just your pure genetic. Do you turn her on sexually? That's the first thing. The second thing, okay, you don't turn her on sexually. It's like she check you out. She be like, you got some money. He look like he a trick, you know? And shit, those are the main things. And then it might be, all right, what he look like he can do for me? And they checking that shit out in a few seconds. That's a few seconds. Then it's like, oh no, not him. He don't got shit. He don't look like she wanna fuck him. He don't look like somebody she wanna fuck. He don't look like he got any money. Nothing about him. Trust me, women be scanning like that. You know? Don't look like he got anything to offer her. You notice they always like offer them. And then she move on. She just keep it walking. That's the thing. See, once you understand that. And that's just basic game. I don't think people ready for the deeper shit. Or, I'm gonna say this. You can try telling people some deeper shit, some cheat codes and shit. Don't want to listen. I'm gonna shout out Kevin Samuels. Remember, he was on line talking about image and colognes and stuff. And many dudes were clowning him. But I'm like, shit, those are cheat codes, man. Those are cheat codes. I see a dragonfly out here. That's good luck for me. I must be talking about the right thing. Anyway, y'all, let me get off of here, man. I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.